Okay, we are live. Good evening, everyone, and hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the live session of the Growveg Challenge. We have here with us another wonderful guest speaker, Dr. Seyi. Dr. Seyi, it's a pleasure having you this evening, and you're welcome. Kindly introduce yourself. Let the audience meet you, sir.
Good evening, Madam Moderator, and our audience online. I'm pleased to be with you here. My name is Toyinbo Johnson Oluwaseyi. I had all my trainings at the post-secondary level at the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. And afterwards, I was at IITA for many years before the business of plant science brought me to the United States.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. It's like I said earlier, it's a pleasure having you here with us this evening. So for our
So
viewers,
I,
this is
I
no. You can go ahead, sir. You can go ahead, sir.
I cannot hear you well. Okay. Yeah. I've been involved in crop improvement research for about a decade now, and it cuts across different crop families, which include cereals, legumes, root and tubers, as well as vegetable crops. So I'm pleased to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shay. You're welcome. For our viewers, thank you for joining this live session. This is Dr. Shay. Dr. Shay is a plant scientist and also a crop production expert, and he'll be answering all our questions today. And so, if you have any question for him, please ensure to drop it in the comment section, and he'll answer all your questions as the live session goes on. Thank you. So, Dr. Shay, I have questions here to ask you. Do I go ahead, sir?
Yes, please do.
Alright. So the first question I would like to ask you is, can you tell us what the
Yes,
Growveg
please do.
Challenge
Go
is all
ahead,
about?
please. I cannot hear you well, please. I'm losing audio. I don't know whether it's from here.
Can you tell us
Yes.
what the
Please, can you
Growveg
repeat the
Challenge is all
question?
about, sir? Can you hear me now, sir?
Okay. If I heard you correctly, yes, now I can hear you. It's better now. Yes.
All right, sir. So I said, can you tell us what the Growveg Challenge is all about?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. The Growveg Challenge is a people-led, people-driven initiative, the essence of which is crop production in a sustainable manner to ensure food security in our dear country, as well as wealth creation, such that people, or everybody will, participate, will be involved in the crop production business with whatever amount of resources they have in their disposal. For instance, there are many homes, in our part of the world that have up to a plot of land just beside them lying fallow. There you see them burn trash and things like that. Whereas such, land expanse could be put into vegetable crop production. So the idea behind this Growveg Challenge is to improve crop production and to bring everybody on board and to ensure food security as well as wealth creation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So what initiated and what led to initiating the Growveg Challenge?
Okay, thank you. Um, Food is the first need of man after air and water. And there is a saying in my native language that when food is out of it, in other words, when a poor man is, able to eat or is able to get something to eat, then he has, less things to worry about. Um, the what led to this initiative is to improve food production in our country. No nation is truly independent that is food insufficient or there is food insecure. Also, wealth creation. There are many of our youths, in Nigeria today, roaming the streets. Don't have, sustainable means of livelihood. They have no job. Such people can, if they get the right motivation and they are equipped with skills, requisite, competencies to go into things like this, I'm sure it will go a long way to positively impact their lives and move the country forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Seyi. That was a very wonderful one. Can you please elaborate on the specific topics that would be covered during the 20 days online training?
During the online training, to be a 20-day intensive training, and some topics, the topics will include land preparation, site selection first, land preparation, choice of suitable crop variety, water or irrigation management, fertilizer requirement for some of these crops, timely management practices, and even have harvesting. And it will not only, we're not going to address these topics only from the agronomic perspective. The economic dimension to these practices also will be, discussed and in great details, such that whoever participates in this program will come out fine and be able to set up a vegetable farm that will be not only be productive, that will be as well profitable. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So I would like to welcome our viewers. Thank you, Mr. Tunde, for joining. Thank you, Dr. Abidemi, as well. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you, Idowu. Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions or any comments, you can drop it in the comment section, and Dr. Seyi will answer them as we go on. So back to you, Dr. Seyi. Is vegetable production truly a profitable venture?
Yes. Vegetable production is very profitable if it is done the right way. Let me use this illustration, for instance. In southwestern Nigeria, a chunk of, for instance, tomato that we consume is from northern Nigeria. Just think about it. The production site is northern Nigeria. It will be transported all the way from, say, Kano or Kebbi or Katsina or wherever to the south. The cost of, transport cost, people will buy it, in the southwestern Nigeria, and the middlemen also will get one or two things as profit. Yet the producers up north are still in production. If it is not profitable for them, I'm sure they would have stopped production. And also on the global scale, I tell you, the global vegetable market is worth several billions of dollars. In fact, there are countries, for instance, the nation of Israel. Israel is one of the largest exporters of vegetable crops to the Europe, and they are earning big money. So I'm very, very sure the participants will, learn how they can, practice vegetable crop production in a very profitable manner. So vegetable crop production is very, very profitable.
Thank you so much, sir. Great point. Yes, thank you, Mr. Tunde, for that. And then Leverage Fresh is also cheering us on. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we know that those who will participate in, we are made to understand that there'll be selection of top 10, and also selection of two outstanding participants. So what will be the criteria for selecting these top 10 participants?
Okay. Well, that's true. We're going to select, identify some outstanding participants. And although ideally we should not share the metrics because people are watching us, but it's like giving answers to them. But I remember when we were in school, some of our lecturers and professors, at least they were, how do I say, they give us area of concentration whenever we're preparing for exams. Then, so one of the metrics would be innovation.
Mm,
What innovation are you going to bring into the vegetable production that you are going to do? How well are you able to identify, to foresee challenges, problems, and how well are you able to overcome it? So we're going to also assess the quality of their products, what they are able to produce, vis-a-vis the input. For instance, if you produce maybe 100,000, for instance, worth of cucumber or tomato, and the input going to it is like it's 120,000, and even if it is like 85, 90,000, then you will know that it's not so profitable. So innovation is key. I think there is a book titled Ideas Rule the World. We're going to see the fresh ideas that people are bringing, into vegetable, that they will bring into vegetable crop production. So other things that we're also going to that we are going to assess them based on is the technologies they are bringing into production. For instance, let me just tell those that will be participating, this technology of hydroponics. People are doing it. In fact, there are people are doing it in Nigeria. It's such, kind of method that you produce crops in a soilless medium, in just nutrient solutions. So you don't have to necessarily get a parcel of land to practice this that we are going to teach them. So innovation is very, very important, and
mm.
vision and the output from the from the practical that they are going to get themselves involved in.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Abidemi, for your contribution as well. He says innovation is key and they'll be assessing the quality of produce. Well, thank you. Victor, you're also welcome as well. And Idowu, you're also welcome. Adebayo, you're also welcome. So Adebayo says vegetable crop is a profitable plant for farm, but it needs a proper and management. It needs proper management. Also,
Yeah.
awesome storage, which is the major constraint of it for it to for its storage problems. So, do you have any comment on this,
Yeah.
Dr. Shane? I will put
Yes,
the
I do.
comment on the screen.
Um, in any crop production, and particularly horticultural vegetable crops or horticultural crops, management practice is very, very key, because maybe I should use the word, they are very delicate. For instance, if if water is not well, made available to them as and when due, or if they suffer water stress, you can be sure they are not likely to do well, especially at the reproductive stage. So, and also the problem of storage, that's a big problem. But there are also methods that one can adopt, or a vegetable farmer can adopt, to improve the shelf life of some of these agricultural products, horticultural crops. And these are some of the things we are going to address. I don't want to say, say it all, but these are some of the things we are going to address, how some of these challenges can be overcome, at least to minimize spoilage. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shay. So those who are just joining this live session, you're welcome. And we have Dr. Shay here with us today, who is going to answer all your questions that you have. So remember to drop them in the comment section. So Dr. Abidemi also says what they'll be assessing for the 10 top participants is being proactive in foreseeing challenges and being able to tackle them heads on. Remember,
Yeah.
innovation is also going to be a criteria, and the quality of your produce. We also see a comment from Leverage Fresh Limited. Wow. So another criteria for selecting the top 10 participants is maximization of resources. How you maximize your resources, that's also going to be a criteria. So thank you, Shegun, for also joining. Shegun has a question. Shegun also, thank you for joining as well. So Shegun has a question for us, sir. Do I go ahead?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Shegun wants to ask, does the 35,000 naira cover the seeds and fertilizers that will be used? If not, how much do they have? How much do we have extra for any vegetable crops we will choose to plant? Just to be ready for the online training. That's why Shane is asking, sir.
Good. That's a very good question, because there's a saying that when you fail to plan, you are preparing to fail. The 35,000 naira is for the participation. Now, for seeds, fertilizers, and other inputs that will be needed for the practical aspect of it, for instance, if it depends on the crop, your choice. For instance, if you are choosing tomato, I'm sure tomato seed in Nigeria now, I'm not sure, depending on the land area, I'm not sure you will spend up to maybe 5,000 on just seed. And for fertilizer, I'm very, very sure whoever is participating in this program, if you have, resources like land, if you have the land, you don't need much. You don't need very much to be involved in this. 30,000, extra 30,000, 40,000 should be more than enough for you to, have a good time with us.
Thank
But
you
the
so much.
35, but let me just add, the 35,000 is just for the participation. Is just for the participation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So Shane, I hope you've been cleared on this. Oladimeji, you're welcome. He says great ideas, Dr. Toyinbo. Thank you so much. Then Dr. Abidemi says 35K just for subscription. Yes, thank you, sir. So Victor also has a question. Victor, he says, is it possible for participants to have a hands-on training at the farm site? He says he envisaged some challenges in the process of doing the practicals alone, which can be corrected if one is on site with the team. I think Dr. Abidemi addressed this in our first session, but Dr. Seyi is here and he will be able to help to answer this question. So, Dr.
Yeah,
Seyi.
yeah. During the program, if there are challenges that you are faced with, definitely you share it with us during the program. But if the challenge persists, if you are not able, to surmount it, and if it is necessary, I'm sure there will be people that will come around to your location to help you out. There will be people around, but initially we're going to discuss it and let you handle it. But if still you are not able to handle it, then we won't leave you, we won't abandon you. There'll be someone to help you, that will come around to your site to help you to circumvent the challenge.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you very
We
much.
have Dr. Abidemi here with
Permission.
Shane. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much. Sorry for just badging in on you guys. Thank you
Mhm.
so much, Dr. Toyinbo, for
No
coming
problem, sir.
online, and thank you, Naye, also for the coordination. So I just want to
Yes.
add to that. Basically, the reason why we are not encouraging people to come for the participation directly on site is because we want them to implement simultaneously with us. Okay, so if you are coming to learn on site, how do you implement on your own field? Because most times people go for trainings, they go on site and spend 3 weeks, 3 months, and all of that. And after that training, then they go and then they are not implementing anything. Okay. So the essence of this training is that we want people to take action alongside with us. So
Mm,
when we are planting, you are planting, right? When we are transplanting, you are transplanting. When we are harvesting, or when we are, when we are seeing the signs and identifying whether we should start harvesting the fruits, depending on the crop, you are doing the same. This is the only way, all right, to make you implement alongside with us is the only way to get you to do it. And that is the whole idea. We don't just want to train people and they go back to their houses and at the end of the day, they don't implement what they have learned. Okay, so this is the idea. But if you are in Ibadan, there is a provision, not just Ibadan, we have provision for field trip. Okay, so we have location in Ibadan where we are doing this. We are growing all the 5 crops. We'll be growing these 5 crops in the open field as well as in the net house. So those who want to do net house production can see what we are doing and replicate. Those who want to do open field production can see what we are doing and replicate as well. We also have another
mm,
location in Kaduna. So for people who are also in the north, so what I'm saying is that apart from showing you what to do and discussing it and posting on our platform simultaneously, and getting you, holding you accountable to implement the same in your own space, you have opportunity to visit us on field trip every 2 weeks. Okay, it will not be every week because of logistics issue, right? So every 2 weeks participants can arrange for a field visit to come and see our own location. Okay, and also along the line, like Dr. Toyinbo mentioned, we can also organize for our supervisor if you are having a very genuine problem that requires our supervisor to visit your field, then we would send somebody to visit. But normally, other things being equal, you should be able to implement because it's going to be a very comprehensive training. You would have had all the theories online, and then even how to the technical backstopping is going to be practical. Because, for example, if tomorrow we are seeding, we have already had our budgeting, the materials needed for seeding, the trays, you have them, the potting soil, the fungicide and all of these things. You already have them because we have told you before that tomorrow we are seeding. And when we are seeding, we are covering it live and sharing with you what we are doing. And we're asking you to replicate the same and share with us what you have done. Right? So I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to get it done. This is the sincere truth, right? But like I mentioned, and Dr. Toyib also mentioned earlier, if there's any genuine problem, we will come to your site. That we can assure. Okay, so don't be scared. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Abidemi. Thank you so much. Victor, I hope you've been clarified on this. And um, thank you, Sheon, for your response. And thank you, Mr. Tunde, as well, for also giving further information about the activities that we shared on the platform. So, does any of our viewers have any other questions? So, even if you have anyone, make sure you drop it on the comment section, and we'll answer them just as we have been doing so far. Okay, Victor says thank you and is satisfied with the arrangement. Thank you so much, Victor. So, Dr. Shi, I'll be asking you my final question for tonight, sir. So,
Okay.
I'm sure the participants are looking for an edge on how to stand out in the competition. So, do you have any advice for them? Just a hint I can advise them on to stand out in the competition.
Yeah, the hint or tips I'm going to give to would be participants to stand out is number one, to come with the mind to learn. And when you are learning, there are some things you will unlearn. There are some things you will relearn. But first and foremost, you come with an open mind to learn. Number two is to show commitment. To show it's not just, you see, the idea is not just to is not to make money. I'm sure Dr. Talabi, Dr. Olayiwola, my prof Baba Fakorede, it's not to, they are not in need. So you come and show commitment to this thing. I'm sure if anyone who show commitment to very level will, be outstanding. Also, during the course of the program, if there are challenges, if you are faced with one challenge or the other, like Dr. Talabi said, we expect you to have, made attempts to surmount it, to circumvent it before bringing it, because by the time you start on your own, it will be you and you alone. So we expect that you foresee some challenges and do your best to overcome those challenges. These are some of the things, and be proactive also. It will help you to stand out in this program, and I can assure that whoever stands out, or the top ones among the participants, there is a handsome reward for them at the end of it all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. So Sheung has a question for us. First of all, thank God, you're welcome. Thank you for cheering us on. Dr. Vidimi, thank you so much. So Sheung has a question. He says, for those of them that are in the north, would there be a representative to check out their work? And he will also want to know if he's going to have to use the same type of seed, or can Sheung gets from anywhere he is.
Okay, that's a very good question. Wherever you are, like we said the other time, to check out the work, that is to assess what is being done. Don't worry, that's not a problem. Anywhere in Nigeria, be it north, south, west, east, wherever, so far there is no problem of insecurity. We all know, the situation of security in Nigeria. But if we are sure, the lives of whoever will be coming will be safe, I'm sure they will be there to check on what you are doing. And also the next question, if we are going to use the same type of seed we can get from anywhere we have. I would advise that, because choice of variety is also very, very important in crop production. We advise, as crop production expert, to select varieties of crop that are resistant, or in worst case scenario, tolerant to endemic diseases and pests in your area. So it would be good that you don't just choose any variety that you have. During the program, we are going to, inform you about some varieties of seeds of some of these crops that we have, and it will be up to you to make your choice. But we are going to provide information, and if need be, with some of this, if you choose, you agree to any of these varieties, then some of them can be shipped to wherever you are, so you have them and get them planted. But the choice is primarily yours. But we will offer advice on what we have and what you can use.
Thank you so much, sir. So I hope your question has been answered, Sheung. And thank God, you're welcome. So Bidemi, thank you so much for the encouragement. And Adebayo is thanking you, Dr. Seyi, for the response to his question. You're welcome. Does anyone have any other comments or any other question? We'll be coming to the close of the live session. But before we do, Dr. Seyi, what advice can you, as a professional in this field, what advice can you give to those who are still indecisive about registering or participating in the Growveg Challenge?
My advice for people who are indecisive is that there's a saying that make hay while the sun shines, and opportunities don't wait for anybody. I am sure whoever, people who are presently indecisive, and if they should allow the opportunity to pass them by, well, the opportunity can come again, but I can tell you that the participants in this, edition of the program, by the time they come out, they will be well ahead of those who are indecisive and possibly may not, subscribe to the program eventually. But I will advise, the package is sweet. There's a lot of things to benefit: the skills, the information, some of the secrets, I will use that word, that will be exposed to them in the course of the training. I'm sure will go a long way to help them, whether they want to do it at small level or at the commercial level. I'm very, very sure there are some that will not practice it at on the small scale eventually. By the time they have realized how much they can realize from that simple task of vegetable farming, I'm sure. So my advice for people who are indecisive at the moment is to just forget about the doubts. Do your best, get yourself registered before the deadline, and come on board, and together we'll go for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Seyi. Thank you. This has been a great and wonderful session. So I'm sure all our viewers this evening has learned one thing or the other, and I'm looking forward to seeing those who are yet to register. And then the registration fee is 35,000 naira. Remember. So if you have any further question, you can always reach out to Dr. Bidemi, and he will give you the response you need. Mavi, you're welcome as well. She says, I've got more clarification for this program. Thank you so much, Dr. Seyi, for all your explanations. God bless you for all this initiative. So that's a message for you, Dr. Seyi. Thank you, Mavi.
Thank you,
And
Mavi.
we have also a thank you from Dr. Bidemi as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Seyi. This has been a wonderful one, and it was a pleasure having you on your live session. So to all our viewers, we've come to the end of the live show, the live session, and we hope all your questions have been answered, and all your confusions or whatever you want to know has been clarified through this live session. So we look forward to seeing you in the participation of the Growveg Challenge. Thank you for joining this evening, and see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.